All right, this goes out to all the females who say stuff like, we don't need a man's protection. For you women who get on the internet and make this claim, you don't realize that you're speaking for every woman. Even though you're not, because not everybody feels that way, but for the majority of men who hear it, this is what we think all of you women think. This is what we think. So when we see a damsel in distress, we don't go, oh, let's help her. We don't do that. We remember the face that said they don't need a man's help. So your flat tires, your oil needs change, you're getting into scuffles with another man, we think that you could win that fight now. Even though there was a clear strength difference and you're clearly getting dusted off. And some of you women are drawing weapons because you're like, shoot, I'm just going to, start busting. Well, you can do that, but when it comes to weapon on weapon, then the playing field is even again. So there goes that advantage that you have. You know what the real advantage is? What's between your legs. Your femininity, that's your real advantage. You actually being a woman. You actually acting feminine. You actually wanting to be a whole lady. You actually cutting out all the loud and boisterous and masculine energy. You tossing all of that away. Nothing wrong with learning how to box. I'm with it. Ladies, learn how to box. Nothing wrong with it. But just know that you are already built with an unfair advantage when it comes to mano a mano. But you're built with an advantage when it comes to how other men are supposed to treat you. When a man sees a woman getting into it with a man, especially if that man is shown physical aggression, the other men are supposed to come in and stop this man. Now, if you keep running off at the mouth, eventually it's going to catch up to you. So if they come in and stop him, shut your mouth. That's just it. That's it. Shut your mouth. You don't know how to do that, you're going to pay for it. But for the women who do know how to do this, shut up, walk away, get out of that situation before it turns bad. Those women are the ones who are always going to have the man's respect. Other men are going to notice that's what you did. This way you're not putting the other men in danger. See, a woman can put you in danger real fast. All you women on Instagram walking around flaunting with, G-strings and all this up your rear end and walking around sexy and all this. You know what that tells real men? You are a hazard to us. Because if we got with you and you walked around town like that, we know other men are sexually attracted to you. And when a man is sexually attracted to you, it can get dangerous for the person who has to protect you from these men. Because they're not thinking rationally. They're thinking, oh, we can get with her. We can inseminate this woman and, a seed come out of her. You know what I'm saying? We can get a baby out of her. This is our natural base instinct. It goes from high intelligence to, boom, base instinct. We're going to inseminate this woman. That's it. We're going to do what we can to, boom. That's what it is, ladies. That's how we work. That's how we work. If we're not operating with intelligence, it goes right down the drain. Boom. Basic instinct. We're going to inseminate you. And what does that mean? We're going to knock off anyone in our way. This is how it works. They're going to take anyone in the way out, and sometimes permanently. This is why you're starting to see a lot of successful people are passing away untimely. And you're like, why are all these people passing away? Because because you have something that they don't have. And that's just it. You got a fine woman, you got money, you got a nice car, jewelry. You got what we think we deserve. And we can't get that. We can't get that woman. We can't get that house and this, that, and the third. So if we can't have it, you can't have it either. I'm telling you, ladies, be careful of the energy that you're putting out. A lot of you ladies are not aware of the energy that you're putting out. And you think, oh, I might not even have a man right now. So I'm gonna go out on social media and flaunt my cookies and all this other stuff. And then when I get a man, I'm gonna be a complete woman. That is not how it works. Social media stains you for life. That's what it does. So guess what happens when these men see you in the street, even though they remember all that ass. That's what they remember. They remember you doing all that bending over, all them G-strings, all them goofy bathing suits you was wearing, all that switching back and forth. That's what they remember. That's what they remember. And if they're not respecting you, because you women aren't asking for respect anymore, then guess what they look at you as? A piece of meat. That's it. You have objectified yourself. You took the balance that stops men from acting animalistic towards you, and you tossed it out the window with the way that you dress and the way that you act. You took away the benefit that you had. Not to mention, any man who sees this and watching these hypersexual men come at you, they're not gonna help you because you don't need our help anymore. You see how these things are adding up to you being minus. They're not adding up to a husband, children, and married and a happy home. That's not what this is ending up. This is several baby daddies, you being miserable at 35, 40 years old, just miserable. And or you're a happy, baby mama. That's fine. But don't get out there and start beefing with the younger women who are getting married, who, are finding men and getting married. Because I'm telling you right now, there's a benefit to having a man. Look, you don't need a man? That's fine. But do not throw away your advantage that you have over us. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't throw that away. Stop throwing away what God gave you. Don't do that. Because if you keep throwing away respect, you're going to end up in a very, very bad situation. Listen, okay, let's take a case in point. There was a woman, a white woman, who was in her place. She was in her apartment or whatever. And these men came, knocked on her door, about three or so, knocked on her door, snatched her up, took her into her room, and, bent her over. And her, I think, 5-year-old kid was sitting right there. Her daughter was right there on the bed because I think they were getting ready to go to bed. They bent that woman over and said, listen, you say anything, we're going to beat your daughter out. This is what they said to her. We're going to beat your daughter up if you say something. So what you think she did? She shut up and took it, and they ran a train on her. Aggressively, with every bit of anger and malice that they could think of. That's what they did. Now, I ain't beat her up, but they just wasn't nice about what they were doing. They took turns on that chick, and she was, of course, her spirit was broken because her little girl is looking at these men that she doesn't know take advantage of her mother right in front of her, and a little girl was holding her hand. I'm trying to tell you that the angrier that men get with you women is a direct result of you women being masculine towards us. Now, I'm not saying she did something wrong. I'm saying it's cause and effect. There is a lot of anger towards you women out right now, and it's I mean, it's all over the United States and even outside of the United States. You're getting mistreated because a lot of you don't understand what you are. You're trying to be something you're not. And this is knocking everything out of kilter. The more you try to be a man, the less we look at you as a woman, as somebody who is revered, as somebody who we want to cherish. We don't want to cherish angry women. No man cherishes an angry, boisterous woman. Now, you want to speak up, do your thing. But stay feminine. There's a way to do things. You want to get your respect. But stay feminine. Stay dressed like you're supposed to. You're going to command respect. That's it. Anyone step out of line, say something that they're not supposed to, look, you can check them in a very ladylike way. It's happened to me before. You know, I ain't saying nothing really out of line, but just the way she came was like, you know, talk to me. I respected everything she said. She basically told me no because I asked her out on a date. She was like, nah. She's like, no, because I already have somebody tall, dark, and chocolate. I respect that woman to the utmost. I was like, thank you very much. She wasn't mean. She just told the truth. She said, if I ain't have somebody tall and dark skin, I would have already done it. But I have somebody. And I was like, cool. Ladies, be respectful. Use your femininity. That is your weapon to calm us down, to get us to help you, to get us to love you more, to get us on your side, to get us to stop men from jumping on you. Because these angry men out here doing all kind of heinous crimes to you now, we're just going, you don't need our help, and we're just watching it happen to you. Broad daylight, boom, you get punched in the face. There's nothing we can do. You don't need our help. We can't get involved. But to the women who are respectable, somebody come and do that to you, you see a bunch of men, what do? They jump on that dude and they beat the hell out of him. And they let anybody else know, you try it with this woman, got your ass. I'm just telling you, ladies, I'm warning you. Stay feminine.